Hi everybody, it's Diana, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I want to show a couple little boxes. I love this time of year. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so you can find all sorts of little treat boxes in the stores. So covering boxes with designer series paper or cardstock is so easy to do. So I want to show you a few. I had fun in the store. I was just kind of looking around and grabbed a few different sizes of treats, and then I came across this box. So when I say you can cover boxes, I might not mean you can cover all boxes, because this one is huge. Look at this box. I mean, Jeff is so happy that I'm finally doing the video because now he can open up his chocolates. So this one I probably won't cover. I'll just stick one of our fun little shiny bows on it and I'll call it done. But the other boxes are fun. So let me show you this one here. And in years past I've showed the Sweet Tart one, so I just want to do that again. And here is what you'll do for the pattern. So I just on cardstock, so it's easier for you to see, I've showed you the directions or the measurements. But always make sure that you measure your box once you get it, because your little Sweet Tart might be a different size box. I know from years past, the nowadays one is a little different shape. So I had to modify my measurements a little bit for this year's. And all I do is I use copy paper, that goes through the copy machine. And I basically wrap the box, and let me pull this out of here. So I basically wrap the box with copy paper, and then it kind of tells me like where my creases are going to be. You can measure the box and then just give yourself a little give or whatever. But that's how I usually do it. And then I have some that don't work out, like when you fold, you need to adjust them a little bit. So just play. So, but if you get the Sweet Tarts, they're 1.5 ounce. So that's the ones I grabbed. The measurements that you're going to need to do this one, the cardstock is 8 by 3 3/4, and then you're going to score it. So you're going to score it at 1 7/8, 2 5/8, 5 1/4, and then 6 inches. So ahead of time, I already scored my piece of paper. So this is just some of the beautiful, let me show you this paper. So this is from the Occasion catalog, Painted with Love, and it is gorgeous. It's got this gold, and it's just beautiful. And then on the back side, the papers doesn't have the glitter or the glistening, so it's so cool. But I used some of that for my box. It's a little heftier because it's the DSP is the specialty, so it's got some heft to it, so it was perfect for the box. So this one I already did my scoring, so I'm just going to give my box the crease that it needs. And you could use your bone folder if you want. I'm just doing it quick for the video. All right, so we have our little boxes folded. All right, so then I'm just going to take some fast fuse. You want to have some good adhesive, so I'm just going to use a little bit of the fast fuse. So all you do is you're going to fold it in on itself. So if you try to go like this to make it even, it's going to be off a little bit. So all you do is lay it flat, then bring this piece over, and it's going to be perfect when you lay it down. Then flip it over, and now you can see there's the little box. And then you can eyeball the center, or you can use a pencil. But all I did was I just pinched my little box together, and then I took my handheld punch, and I'm just going to put a little hole in the center. So now you have your little hole in the center. All right, so let me go to the one I decorated. All right, so here's the little box that I decorated. Now, the greeting from the heart comes from the new Petal palette stamp set, and it had a couple. I could even use the I Just Love You. So maybe I'll stick that on the big box that I'll give Jeff that I'm not going to cover. And then I used a little girl, and she actually is DSP as well. So she comes out of the Birthday Memories DSP. And this has got some adorable patterns too. So let me find her paper. So here's her paper. So there is 12 little girls on this piece of paper. So if you want to do with her, then you get 2 sheets. So 12 and 12 is 24. I didn't even need to use my calculator. So you could actually do 24 little Valentines if you want to use a little girl. So all I did was, she has a framelit that cuts her out. And then I just backed it with a stitched oval and then a stitched scallop. And I just put some of the gold ribbon. And this is about 30 inches. It's kind of long, but I'd rather have a little bit of length to it than have it to be just the perfect size or too short. So, because you can always trim it after. So then what you're going to do is decorate your little box. So what you do is you put your ribbon so it just goes through. So I just fed it through the front and then fed it through the back. And then what happens is you take your little sweet tart box and you just put it inside there. Now the new ones have a little flap on the back, so I just put a little piece of tape so it kept catching on the DSP. So all it does is it goes in here, and then you're just going to tie your ribbon in a little pretty bow. So it was already tied, so it wants to go a certain way. So I'm just going to tie this like that. So cute, right? Love it. So, and then all you do is you just pull the little sweet tarts out, just with the ribbon. But isn't that a cute little decoration? Now the copper, this is the copper ribbon. It looks cool too. I also did it for one, and so all you do is you just put that in there. I have to like trim it a little bit, so that goes into here, and then you go into here like that, and then you would put your sweet tart in there, and then it's going to be tied with the copper ribbon. So super cute. Now, like I told you, I went around the store, I found some cute little boxes. Now this is what I end up doing. So I make my little kind of my master, so I know that it works. Then I have my little cheat sheets. So this is my little cheat sheet for the Tic Tac. So you can see I made a boo-boo. All right, so this is the measurements for the regular Tic Tac box. So this one pulls out, and it's cute because it's got the Valentine, pretty little colors. It says be mine and hugs and stuff in there. So adorable. So I have to decorate this one still. So the measurements for the Tic Tac, the piece of paper is 5 3/4 by 3 inches. Then you're going to score it at 1 1/8, 1 3/4, 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. And then that's going to make you, and you'll glue it just like I showed you the other one, that's going to make the little Tic Tac box. And, you'll punch your hole the same as well. And adorable. Now, if you have eyelets, I believe they were called eyelets. We used to sell them the little metal that went around the hole. If you have eyelets in your craft room, I would use those because I would want to reinforce my circle maybe a little bit, depending on who you're giving it to. I mean, if you're giving it to an adult, they're not going to like rip it to pieces. But if you gave it to, a kid, they might just pull it so that the eyelet would give it a little more security, from being ripped. So if you do have those, you could always set an eyelet in there. This DSP I liked because it just has a little bit of slickness to it. So I didn't have any problems except the way that little box has a little tag on the back. All right, so here was another one. So see, I just stick ribbon in there just to play. So this one was a little more finicky because I didn't want to unwrap the pretty little box. So if I unwrapped this, it would slide in the box better. So it's up to you if you want to unwrap it. So, but anyway, so this was just a new little box, and my mouth is watering because I want to eat these chocolates so bad. So now when I get the video done, I will be eating them too. So this is a little Russell Stover assorted chocolates. And so let me show you the dimensions for that. So this one is going to be 10 inches by 2 7/8. Then you're going to score it at 2 1/2 and 3 1/2. Then 7 1/8 and 8 1/8. And then that's going to do the same thing. It's going to give you that little box shape that you'll glue. And you'll punch your little hole. And then that's going to give you your little, your box. So, very cute. So it slides in there. Also, I found, depending on the ribbon. So this ribbon's got a little more, it's like a little thicker. So the gold was really nice. Just a good thickness to it. So, but anyways, so hopefully you'll think about covering some boxes. Let me know what you do. I would love to see what you do for your Valentine or for your kids to send to school. That would be so adorable. The teachers would love it. So I want to say thanks for stopping in, and I will see you soon. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.